Headlines most affecting Chilliwack this week: a suspicious death in Garrison. Hope RCMP have a suspicious death on their hands as well. $1 million lotto winner is somewhere in Chilliwack, and there's a Chilliwack connection in the upcoming Stanley Cup final. We'll have that in sports. Our guest this week includes Gaglardi with Ruth and Naomi's. All right, Chilliwack, let's get started. This past Sunday, Chilliwack Mounties responded to the report of a sudden death on Chehalis Drive in Garrison. Officers attending, along with BC Coroner's Service, located a 50-year-old woman. Now, Serious Crimes are calling this a suspicious death. I-hit brought in as procedure. The homicide team are now asking the public for any information you might have. Meanwhile, on September 17th of last year, Hope RCMP received a report of an unresponsive person found down an embankment in the area of 2 Mile Creek along Highway 3 in Hope. The Mounties attended and found a 38-year-old man confirmed deceased. Now, in consultation with the BC coroners, that victim's death is now deemed suspicious. So Hope RCMP are having an open investigation. They're working in consultation with BC coroners, and they are asking you, if you have any information on that case, to again contact RCMP. Chilliwack Animal Safe Haven is a registered charity. It's been operating in Chilliwack for the last 20 years. Their mission is to reduce the homeless cat population in Chilliwack and the surrounding areas through spay and neuter, permanent ID identification, rehab, adoption, community education, outreach. And their vet bills, they're around $100,000 last year alone. So they're reaching out to local businesses, organizations, and individuals for support. They've got an online auction coming up. That'll be June the 14th through to the 16th. Someone in Chilliwack played the Lotto 649 white ball last week, and they have a $1 million ticket in their possession. It's the June 1st, 2024 draw, and by the way, you have only 1 year to claim your prize. An update on the search for a new home for Chilliwack Restorative Cycle. They had to move. Their previous home at Chiamview United Church became available. That church is going to be demolished for a subsidized housing project. So, Restorative Cycle's new location is at the 9200 block of Main Street, next to the RBC, and they've set up for bikes to be serviced and restored. And yes, it's the same building as the Lux nightclub. Now, there is a spring launch party. That's coming up Saturday, June 15th from 10 to 2. And right now, they are open Thursdays and Fridays in the afternoon, and Saturday, 10 to 2. In April, the province introduced new legislation to keep kids safe and focused on their education by preventing, quote, disruptive behavior, including protests on school grounds. So as of last Friday, the Safe Schools Act went into effect. It's a 20-meter no-go zone for protesters around all schools. Now, Chilliwack has had their fair share of such protests, including the recent cancellation of a book reading by gay Christian writer Stacy Chomiak. That was supposed to be at Stito's school. Safety concerns scrubbed that event. Ruth and Naomi's Mission announcing the expansion of the Women's Addiction Recovery Program in a new facility called Sparrow House. It's on Maple Avenue. We're going to talk to the executive director of Ruth and Naomi's, Scott Gaglardi, in just a few minutes. And a follow-up to last week's Chillith Fair, the showcase of talent and original music at the Vineyard. Over $2,000 raised for Wilma's Transition House. A big thank you to everybody who attended the show. So coming up, our interview with Ruth and Naomi's Scott Gaglardi. And yeah, there's a Chilliwack connection in the upcoming Stanley Cup playoffs. Sports is next. This week continues as we have a chat with Scott Gaglardi, who's the executive director of Ruth and Naomi's. And it seems like every time we get together, there is another major announcement for expansion. And these last couple, well, since COVID, there's been a lot. This one has caught my eye. It's called Sparrow House. And I know a lot of work has been in getting this off the ground. So tell us what Sparrow House is all about.
Happy to do that. Thanks, Don. Sparrow House will be an expansion of our women's recovery program. We have an Oasis recovery program for men and for women. It's a bed-based program where they can stay for up to 2 years. Our current space for the women's program houses functionally 7 women. We were able to purchase a 4-plex, take possession a little later this year, which will be able to double our capacity, about 16 women in a nice home environment with a yard and a patio. And so, yeah, we're very excited about the opportunity to expand the opportunities for women to pursue recovery.
When did this start for Sparrow? Was it somebody that gave you a phone call and say, hey, I got a duplex for sale?
No, that would have been great. We, as an organization, we have set a 3-year target to more than double our capacity for recovery beds. And so we currently have about 20 for men and 7 for women. So we want to see that up around the 60 range. And so we have been looking, and so there's a realtor, Wayne Massey, who been on the board. And so just been kind of saying ongoing, what's out there, what's available, what's feasible, and learned about this 4-plex, which is very close to the mission. And just said, let's walk that forward, and it worked.
Some people may be kind of confused of where, right now, where the women's facility is before you go to Sparrow. Everybody will think it's the shelter. It's not. Is it the tower in behind?
That's right. It is not the shelter. It's our family center, which is located on Princess Avenue. It's on the 2nd floor of the family center. There's a large apartment, 4-bedroom, and that's where the program is right now. We will move to the new 4-plex, which is on Maple Avenue.
Now, when you get to Sparrow House, is everybody allowed to buy their own groceries and do that, or is everything self-contained, or do you need more? Do you need more donations?
Well, we're always in need of more donations. Yeah, we would never say no to that.
Yeah.
But no, as a participant in the program, everything is provided for you. All your food, your programming, and the outings are provided. And so we take possession early July, and then there'll be a renovation process where the 4 individual suites are turned into basically, one will be the kitchen, dining area, office program space, and the other 3 will be more bedrooms, accommodations. So there'll be some renovations, but no, the participants don't have to provide any of their own food or supply. It's all provided.
Will the women be able to bring their kids in, or do you have room for that? Is it dog friendly? There's some variables there.
That's right. And so some of those are in terms of pet friendly, still being determined. There is a strong push for, which I would be a part of, for pet friendly.
Yeah.
Again, our fur little friends are great companions at the best of times, particularly when we're walking on a recovery journey. There is space, there will be space, and there is space even at the family center for women with children to have some visits with their children. Okay. We won't have space for children to come and live.
Oh, for living.
In, but they can come and visit in different times to celebrate together different milestones.
Is there any type of room where you can expand Sparrow House, or is it pretty much there's the building and that's your perimeter?
That is it. There's the building. That's our perimeter. There's room to expand the patio or the deck or a bit of the yard. But in terms of living space, program space, it is at capacity. What we do have, though, and we'll keep in our back pocket, is the apartment where the program is now. We're going to move everything to Sparrow House, and we're not sure what we're going to do with the current space. We're going to keep it in the recovery program. So whether it becomes stage 3 living, where someone's been in the program maybe a little over a year, or one of the possibilities is it becomes a space for women with children. So some of those things aren't decided yet. It will stay in the program, but we've just got to figure out what it is.
Now, if somebody wants more information, get a hold of you through your social media?
Absolutely. randmission.ca or info@randmission.ca. We'd love to answer any questions. Always love connecting with different people.
Scott, as always, you're welcome here anytime. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you, Don. It's a privilege. Thanks so much for the opportunity, and thank you.
You're watching This Week. chillTV Sports, it's the Edmonton Oilers and the Florida Panthers in the Stanley Cup. That starts Saturday in Sunrise, Florida. And there's a Chilliwack connection. Chiefs alumni Vincent Descharnay will be playing for the Oilers. He played 54 games for the Chiefs back in the 2014-15 season. Weather won't be a factor for Agassiz Speedway this weekend. It'll be perfect for Saturday's Hilton Hornets Invitational. Gates open at 3:30, racing at 6. Valley Huskers looking for volunteers for the 24 football season. That's July through October. Contact the Huskers through their social media. They start their season at home July 27th, Exhibition Stadium against Kamloops. And a big congratulations to pitcher Josh Berenbaum from UFV, who won the 2024 Cy Young Award for Canadian College Baseball Conference, well, the best pitcher there is, at least this year. The award goes to that conference. Now, in 6 regular season games, he posted a 0.28 earned run average in 32 innings, putting up a 3-0 record, 40 strikeouts, and only allowed 1 earned run. Oh, and by the way, UFV baseball, they won the CCBC World Series back in May. Coming up, Cari with the weather. Chill TV weekend weather. So, Cari, the first weekend of June, it looks picture perfect. And by the way, I love the new hairdo.
Thanks, Don. We'll see what color my hair is next week. As promised, weather this week is going to get warmer. Friday, we're going to get up to maybe 27 degrees. Saturday, even warmer, up to 30 with some sun and cloud. It's probably going to feel like 34 though. Sunday, slight dip. It's going to get down to about 22 with a 70% chance of rain in the morning, but our gardens will need it by then. But moving forward after that, for the rest of the week, warmer, sunnier weather. Fun fact, no other month starts on the same day of the week as June. Who knew? Back to you, Don. Don't forget your sunscreen this weekend.
Thanks, Cari, and thank you for watching. If you have a local news story you'd like us to report on, you could always send us a note to news@chilltv.ca. Thanks for watching. Have yourself a great weekend. Don't forget the sunscreen. I'm Don Lehn.